Jess. Welcome to the Carnivore Revolution.
I'm Serena, and today we are making Carnivorous Chef's biscuits and gravy, carnivore biscuits and gravy. What could be better than that? So this is going to be a fabulous recipe. This time we kind of switched roles, and Jess has the recipe, so she'll be giving me the instructions today.
Yep. So the first step that we're going to do is grind up our pork rinds. We have our pork rinds right here. You need about 3 ounces. And I'm using my cast iron pan. What are you going to use to grind it up?
Oh, to grind it? Oh, I thought you meant what was I going to cook it in? Oh, to grind it?
Okay. I was like, oh, you're gonna choose a pan too? We're both doing pans.
I don't know. I may resort to this. Let's see how it goes.
So we're going to smash up our pork rinds and then add 3 eggs and then a half a teaspoon of baking powder into a bowl.
Okay, so in case you didn't know, 3 ounces of pork rinds is a lot of pork rinds. I was shocked by this. This is a gallon Ziploc bag. That's a lot of pork rinds. Okay, here goes.
I like how all our recipes incorporate some sort of like workout for me.
So the pork rinds are going to be basically the flour in this, so it's kind of important that they end up kind of small.
I'm going to switch to a heavier skillet.
Take a break and get my bacon out. Does anybody not like the carnivore diet?
Ooh, that looks so good. Bacon, steak, and hamburgers are like the 3 things that I've never gotten tired of, but I could probably eat every day.
Yeah, me too. I'm right there with you. And I have some bacon roses here that have to go back in.
Okay.
Okay, you're done too?
Yeah.
Then half a teaspoon of baking powder.
Half a teaspoon of baking powder. And it's teaspoon, not tablespoon, which I always confuse.
And then the 3 eggs, right?
Yes. Can you crack it one-handed?
Nope.
Let's see.
Can you? Look at you.
Is
that on the floor?
A little one on the floor.
Okay.
That was better.
Oh, I got it. It does make a little bit of a mess there.
Okay, and then you mix it together until the pork rinds are hydrated, it says.
Currently hydrating my pork rinds. Actually, honestly, I don't think I've ever actually eaten biscuits and gravy. I think that I've eaten the gravy with the sausage, maybe like to taste it, but I honestly cannot recall even one time where I've actually like been at a restaurant or something and ordered biscuits and gravy, and I've certainly never made it before because I've been gluten-free for about 10 years.
Yeah, that was one of my favorites. That I don't remember ordering it out a bunch, but if I remember correctly, my dad would make really good biscuits and gravy, and then when I went gluten-free, every once in a while I would ask if he could make me like gluten-free biscuits and gravy, because I was never a huge bread person before I went gluten-free, but that was always one thing that I just loved was biscuits and gravy, which is interesting too, because it was only that gravy that I liked. I didn't like gravy on like mashed potatoes and stuff. Mine looks like that.
Yeah, that's about what mine looks like too. It's a little bit wetter than I expected it to be.
Place a pan over medium heat and add a tablespoon of fat, or your choice of fat, and then you spoon in the biscuits and cook for 5 to 6 minutes, flipping occasionally.
I use a little bit more than a tablespoon.
Me
I
too.
like my butter.
Me too.
I like your little cast iron pan.
Yeah, I love these. These are from Walmart, and they're like the best thing we've ever purchased. We got them for camping, and
Yeah.
I love them so much.
Should get more cast iron. I have a giant one. I'm not sure if you can see it. I have this. My mother-in-law got this for me. It must weigh 20 pounds. It's, isn't it beautiful?
Yeah.
I know. And it came with the like rubber things that go here and on the handle. It's a fabulous pan. It's just that it's so big. I don't use it as often as I used to, either for steak and stuff sometimes. But I would like to get a couple of the smaller cast iron pans like you have.
Really like the cast iron. I've been looking into getting better quality cast iron because those are just like Walmart, but they work so well. So we mixed up our pork rinds, eggs, and baking powder, and now we have our pans with our fat of choice. I chose butter. Did you choose butter too? Okay, and
Butter too.
we put a little extra butter in there. But it says for a tablespoon of fat of your choice, and we both chose butter. And then you put your pork rind mixture into the pan and cook for 5 to 6 minutes and flipping occasionally.
I wonder how many we're supposed to get out of this.
He said 3 to 4 servings, I believe, if I remember correctly.
I still don't know what that means. It depends on how big your serving size is. I'm making mine kind of small.
Me too.
It's so funny how it actually feels like a dough. I got 9 little ones.
Okay, so while these are cooking, we're gonna start the breakfast sausage next, and it says to place it over medium heat and just cook it, breaking it up into little bits like you normally would with sausage.
I know it calls for just a little bit, but I'm gonna go ahead and make a whole package of it. So I'm gonna go ahead and cook the whole 16, and then I'll just use half of it and save the other half. Everybody will just kind of snack on that for breakfast. Do you have one of these thingamabobs?
No.
For doing like ground beef and sausage, this is a necessity. I've only had this maybe a year. For 48 years of being a person, I did not have one of these, and this is super important. It makes making ground beef and sausage so easy. You just like mash it up while you're cooking it. I think it's time to flip them. What do you think?
These biscuits look so good. I never liked pork rinds before I went carnivore. I actually don't think I ever even had a pork rind, so I don't know why I thought I didn't like them, but I just assumed, I think, that I wouldn't like them. But yeah, now I think they're delicious.
Anytime I mention it to somebody that's never had them, they say, "Ooh, you eat pork rinds? Do you know what that is?"
Leave a comment if you always liked pork rinds, or if pork rinds is a new thing that you like now that you're carnivore. Let us know.
Yeah, because there are a lot of silverware when we're cooking.
I know.
I'm always like, wait, I gotta run the dishwasher. Jess and I are making a video. I need to have all the silverware clean.
I think I use about every utensil that I have, which is not a lot, but like every video we make, I go through my sink at the end is just full of dishes. Because I'm totally the kind of person too, when I'm cooking, I'll just grab a new utensil instead of just using the one that I already like used. So I just grab new ones.
Don't let me forget about my bacon roses.
Okay, how much longer do they have?
My life would be a lot easier if I would set a timer.
I like how when we cook, it's like the wild, wild west. We're just winging it and hoping for the best.
Yeah, I think my sausage is done. I made 9 little biscuits.
Okay, I'll pull mine off. Oh, they're so cute. That looks like a biscuit.
It does look like a biscuit, doesn't it?
Okay, so while our sausage and biscuits are finishing up, we're gonna do the gravy now. And we're gonna put heavy cream, half a cup of heavy cream, right? No, 1 cup of heavy cream, half a pint, which is 1 cup. Serena told me that. I didn't know that on my own. And then cream cheese, 2 ounces of cream cheese. And you put that on the stove and let it reduce. So we're gonna do that.
Okay, so the cream cheese, 2 ounces is gonna be about 1/4 of the brick if you have an 8-ounce brick.
Mine was nice and it had the little ounce marks on it. Nice. So I just had to cut off 2 of those.
Mine probably has that too. It does, but I'm just taking a chunk off. And that's it, just those 2 things go in there?
Yes, just the cream cheese and the heavy cream into a pan and reduce.
So my bacon roasts aren't done yet because I turned off the oven when I pulled out the other bacon by accident. Now they're sizzling again. And my cream cheese is melted now. Milk burns really easily though. So that's one thing we have to watch out for is make sure it's not up too high. If it starts to stick to the bottom of the pan, we have to turn it down a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, I used to work at Starbucks, and when people would order their drinks extra hot, it would make the milk smell because you're just burning the milk past what it's supposed to be, and it would smell awful. But some people, man, they're really adamant about wanting their drink at 200 degrees. I don't know why. Okay, so this recipe does call for pepper, but neither one of us are going to be using pepper. We're just going to be using salt. Do you have a weird reaction to pepper?
I don't think so. And I do use hot sauce on occasion for my chicken wings. But I don't think that I have a problem with pepper, but I just prefer to not use many spices most of the time.
Yeah. I don't think I do either, but we just stopped buying it. And so we just don't have it anymore. I haven't missed it, so I haven't wanted to buy it again.
I don't think the sausage bothers me, and it has spices in it, so I think it would probably be fine, but it's got enough spices in it that it's going to spice up the gravy part, so I think it'll still be good. My cream is boiling and definitely starting to get thicker. So while we're waiting for this, Jess and I wanted to say that we are going to be doing some interviews also. So if there's anybody that you would like to see us interview, get some banter going back and forth with, or get some information from, go ahead and put that in the comments too. And we'll make sure that we reach out to the people you suggest and see if anybody is interested.
Maybe do some collab videos in the future. That would be fun.
Yeah, that would be fun. Yeah.
Oh, and if there's any recipes that you would like us to try, leave them down in the comments and we'll go through and we'll definitely add them to the list.
It's definitely getting thicker. Like you'll be able to tell because it'll be getting thicker.
I think that doesn't help too that this pan is so big. I probably should have used a smaller pan.
I like how this recipe keeps everything kind of contained in this one little area. And it seems like this recipe is not very messy at all.
Yeah, I can definitely see this recipe being really quick too once you get it down, like really simple to make.
Yeah, I agree. And it's probably going to take less time than actually making like real biscuits and gravy.
And you could do this all at once because we did this in 3 different steps, but you could have all of 3 things going at the same time and get it done like so fast.
Yeah, we could have started reducing the cream and cream cheese like at the beginning, and it could have been simmering. We could have just given it a quick stir every now and then while we were doing the other things. So yeah, you're right. I think this recipe could have been done in about half the time.
So it says that once your gravy reaches your desired thickness, you add in the sausage. How's your gravy looking?
Pretty good. It's definitely thickening up. It's definitely a lot thicker. So I think another minute or so. What do you think about yours?
I think mine looks good. I never knew that these ingredients were so versatile. Like that's what I'm loving about this, because I literally, even though I did work at Starbucks and we would make our own whipped cream by putting heavy cream into one of those bottles and shaking it, I literally did not know that I could make whipped cream by doing basically the same exact thing.
We actually have one of those canisters because I love whipped cream. And we actually have one of those with the little cartridges that go in it.
Yeah, I thought you had to have that to make whipped cream. I didn't realize if you just shook it long enough, it would turn into whipped cream.
It's amazing, right?
Yeah. And now we're making gravy. Like heavy cream is amazing. And don't you make butter with heavy cream too? It's amazing. We can add the sausage and then it says to like season to taste. So I'm just going to add salt to mine.
So I made my full package of sausage and I'm only supposed to use half of it. So I'm just going to kind of guess what half is here. This part of the recipe isn't that specific, I don't think, because it just depends on how much sausage you want in your gravy.
Yeah.
Looks pretty good.
Ooh, I'm excited.
Me too. This is the one you wanted to make the most. Smoke alarm's probably going to go off. I forgot about the bacon roses. My dog actually hides when I have the oven on. She relates the sound of the fan with the oven with the smoke alarm going off. So whenever I'm making bacon, which should be a really exciting thing for her, she tends to hide because the smoke alarm goes off a lot.
That's funny. My dog, that we had to leave in California with my parents, she's a German Shepherd Husky and Australian Shepherd, like together, and she's scared of everything. Like she's scared of the ceiling fan. What is that? What's the ceiling fan ever done to her? She walks into and she's like looking at the ceiling fan like it's gonna jump down and get her.
I've seen pictures of her. She's really pretty.
She my baby. I miss her so much. Okay, I think we're good. This was such a simple recipe. I love it.
All we have to do is eat it now.
I'm excited. So the recipe does say to split the biscuits in half, but mine are kind of small, so I'm just gonna leave them the way they are and just drizzle the gravy over it.
I'm gonna go ahead and split mine, even though mine are small too. It's crazy how you can change the texture so easily.
So here's my biscuits.
So here's mine, cut in half. Here so you can see the texture of the gravy.
Ooh, that looks so good. It looks like gravy.
It does.
It's like thick.
Good crust. Yeah. Are you ready?
Bon appetit. Yeah. Let's get some of all of it.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Mmm. That's really good.
Wow.
That's really good. I can't believe the biscuits, like the pork rinds with eggs, turned into that.
No, I agree. This is not anything like what I expected. I mean, I expected it to be good, but this is wonderful.
The heavy cream with the cream cheese reduced and the sausage. Oh my gosh. I feel like this is how I'm gonna just make sausage from now on. It's just with heavy cream cheese. That is so good. I definitely think that if I make this again, I would add pepper though, because it is like normal biscuits and gravy has that like pepper taste. Yeah. But this is still really good. The gravy. How does it taste like gravy? That's so crazy. And that kind of bugs me actually, because they put gluten in gravy as like a thickener, and we just made it with literally just heavy cream and cream cheese, and it tastes delicious and it's thick. Why do they hide gluten in everything?
Everything. It does me too. You got to be so careful. Guys, this is a recipe that everybody should have and everybody should make. This is a wonderful recipe.
Oh my gosh.
Really good. Even your non-carnivore people will like this recipe, I think.
Yeah.
Really good. Okay, we're going to go finish our biscuits and gravy.
Yeah.
Right? It is so good.
I completely lost my train of thought. I'm just thinking about this now.
It's going to be a good day.
Okay. Well, this 10 out of 10, definitely recommend. Make it right now. You probably have all the ingredients that you need in your house right now. And
so what are we making next time?
We are going to make another one of Reed's recipes, the Carnivorous Chef. We're going to do carnivore mac and cheese.
Yeah, that one's going to be exciting too. You probably have all the ingredients for that one also. Yeah. So that's what we're going to make next time. And we will see you here soon on the Carnivore Revolution.
Bye.
Okay, I'm going to go stop this one. Let's finish eating and then we'll straighten up and get back on in like 10 minutes. Is that long enough for you?
Mm-hmm. I gotta clean up my dishes because these are the only dishes I own.